Let's talk about the Warriors and Grizzlies. What the hell was going on with the officiating late in that game, Kurt? My God, what are they watching? What games are these people watching?
And it's all of it not reviewable, even down to the 5-second call at the end, which may have been 5 seconds, but I was like, wow, that seemed fast. And maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but it's unreviewable. Steve Kerr used his challenge, so the Podziemski block, for example, which looked pretty clean on review, and the Looney foul he couldn't check. They really did seem to get, I want to say, caught up in the moment, because they weren't benefiting the home team, but they seemed to just miss some stuff down the stretch that was hard to watch. And I don't know, it's frustrating because you want to say, well, that's what happens. You know, refs are human, but also this is why we have review, isn't it?
But get it right.
The NBA's challenge system often leaves guys at the end of games without a challenge.
And it's the playoffs. And we're in play-in and playoffs. Yeah. You got to get this stuff right. That notwithstanding, playoff Jimmy showed up. I know he had a late turnover in that game that was kind of a head-scratcher, where he basically threw the ball away, and that led to the Podziemski foul. But man, him and Curry combined, when they play like that, they're going to be tough to beat.
Oh, I've got them going through to the Western Conference Finals. I have them. I have them beating Houston, then beating the Lakers, like to make this little run in. And they might not be able to do that. Frankly, they may not be able to beat Houston. Houston may be better than I think they are, or more playoff ready than I think they are, is maybe the better way to phrase that. But this is what I trust about them, is that Jimmy Butler and their defense really is good and raises it to another level. Curry can still do Curry things, and they've got enough guys in pods, in Buddy Hield some nights, whatever. They've got all these role players who can shoot, who can make plays, and they need them to. It's weird that this is a team as constructed currently. It isn't as deep shooting as you would think. Like you think of the Warriors, everybody can shoot. They really can't. They're not a deep shooting team. They have enough, and they have guys who just find a way to get these things done, and they defend well. Look, I think they are poised for a run.
By the way, did you vote for Draymond for Defensive Player of the Year?
I did not. He was on my ballot.
Wow. Who'd you go with?
Went with Evan Mobley, who was, and the difference honestly was, Mobley was consistent.
Fair enough.
All year long.
All right, fair enough. Green fouled out of the game last night, had 4 points, but did make a couple of big plays down the stretch. I argued 2 years ago it was time to break up the Warriors. Now they go and sign Jimmy Butler, so that's obviously not happening. If they get bounced in the first round of the playoffs, is Steve Kerr at risk?
No.
Could there be a conversation where him and ownership come together, and it's not necessarily a firing, but it's more like a Joe Torre, hey, you did some amazing things for this organization, but it's time to move on. Because they got to change something. I mean, you don't go and get Jimmy Butler to get bounced in the first round of the playoffs, even if it is against the 2 seed.
First off, I would almost picture more of a move. Not that he's going to take Dunleavy's spot, but it would be a move into the front office or a consulting role or something. Like he would move up, and to be out there, he is that established in the organization. And look, there are plenty of Warriors fans who've been frustrated with him for a couple of years and his rotations and his choices. I don't know. It would be tough to do in this sense. That's Curry's guy. At the end of the day, it's Curry's guy, it's Draymond's guy, and so that's not a move made in consultation with the stars, but it is also not the craziest thing.